Out of the many sharp wills which haunt our history was born the unshakable determination that respect for human life, liberty and well-being must be enshrined as rights beyond the power of any force to diminish.
It's been exactly a quarter of a century since Nelson Mandela signed South Africa's new constitution and made the Rainbow Nation into a beacon on the continent when it comes to LGBT rights. The document forbids discrimination on grounds of sexual identity, and so far, South Africa is the only African nation to allow same-sex marriage. All this means one thing for LGBT people in the region: hope.
They've come from across the continent to join the parade. The celebrations are on for Gay Pride in Pretoria. But it's not just about having fun for Arnold Jason. He's here to fly the flag for LGBT people back home.
I come from Zambia. I'm not even allowed to be here or whatsoever, but just being here and for the Zambian flag being flown in the sky, that gives hope to somebody who's seated in Zambia and yet they could not attend an event like this one.
South Africa was a trailblazer for LGBT people, both globally and in Africa, still the only country on the continent to have legalized same-sex marriage. But even here, the community has its concerns.
It's like you take chances just for you to come and march, even to a country that really acknowledges queer rights, and yet people do still shy away because they are scared that no, if they do go back to their communities, they might be harmed in a certain way.
The first African Gay Pride was held here in South Africa in 1990, and now it's marched its way across Africa, from Nigeria to Kenya, and even to tiny Eswatini.
But there is also anti-LGBT violence in the Rainbow Nation. A survey by South African rights group OUT revealed that half of black respondents knew someone who had been killed because of their sexual orientation. DW's reporter Okeri Ngutjinazo reports from Cape Town.
Ethan Chigwada is a gay man and lives in the township of Langa. Here, queer people are confronted with verbal abuse and violence.
As I'm a drag part-time, been even beaten when I was in a tavern not far from here. I was drinking, chilling with other friends of mine, and a man actually posed to me, how can you dress as a woman whilst a man? And he actually beaten me up.
Ethan fled from Zimbabwe to seek refuge in South Africa after he had suffered rape and constant harassment as a gay man. Now in South Africa, he does not feel safe either.
South Africa is supposed to kind of protect us as LGBT people. They know the situation in Zim. They know how a person can be killed because of being gay. You can be imprisoned, like all of those sort of harassment and all of that, and no one is going to protect you. So you wouldn't expect that in South Africa, but we are actually experiencing it.
South Africa has reported a spate in hate crimes against the queer community. South Africa's National Task Team on the Rights of LGBT+ persons reported 30 murder cases since June last year, but experts believe that many more still go unreported. During a trans rights gala in Cape Town, activists had a moment of silence and lit candles for the lives lost due to hate crimes.
There has been quite a sharp rise in incidents that we are covering, and it's a kind of cause for concern. I mean, we talk about South Africa being this very kind of progressive kind of legal framework with our constitution, which is really, really amazing. But time and time again, the kind of reality is that those kind of mechanisms don't translate into action on the ground.
A combating of hate crimes and speech bill was approved by Cabinet in 2018, but is yet to be passed in Parliament. For Ethan, drag offers strength and fierceness, something he will not stop regardless of the risk it poses in Langa. All he wants is to create a home in South Africa and fight for safety for himself and the queer community.